Yo guys, what's up? Axon back with another video, and we back with another installment with the problem with series. Now, the problem with Qiqi is the title for today's video. Now, we're going to be talking about Qiqi. Now, Qiqi, I was a stan of Qiqi, right? I was a hardcore fan of Qiqi. I remember that first video from that one YouTuber where it's like, oh, Qiqi's bad, she should get buffed. I was one of those people who disliked that video. I was one of those fans of Qiqi who was like, Qiqi is probably one of the better 5 stars in the game. I was always I was always Qiqi over Jean, right? I was one of those people. I was one of those people who was like, Qiqi is the best healer of this game, and you can't refuse that otherwise. I might have been biased because she was my first 5 star, and she is adorable. She has Naruto little run, pretty cool, can go under small spaces, and then Qiqi showed up, took over the small character role. But ever since then, Qiqi, I don't think she's fallen off. I just think more people have been made aware of more characters, right? Because when the game first started off, Qiqi was undoubtedly the best healer in the game, along with Jean. I believed Qiqi was better than Jean at the time, But, I've come to realize that, Jean is now better with the animal buffs and, how people utilize her in this game now, right? Now, let me start off with this. Bennett back then was not that big, right? I had my Bennett, I was aware of, the buffing attack thing. I only had him C0, right? But, at the time when Qiqi was first in the game, when we were first all starting off, Qiqi was always better than Bennett. People didn't realize how good Bennett was, until like later on people figure out like how good he was. People started using him. Now Bennett's, undoubtedly one of the best characters in the game, and everyone realizes that, right? But back then, Qiqi was that guy. She was that guy. She was the best healer in the game. I think in terms of healing right now, she is the best healer, right? If you want to just have the best healing in the game, Qiqi is your option. She got the seals, she got the orb, her Q is great because, technically you don't get energy from Qiqi, so that kind of makes her a bad battery, which is what a lot of people have a problem with her. But what kind of made her nail in the coffin was this character right here, Diona. In some cases, I do use Qiqi over Diona, but I think overall, Diona is now the better character over Qiqi. I was one of those people who was like, Diona will never be better than Qiqi. Qiqi will always be superior, but over time, I've grown to know that Diona is the better character over Qiqi. But, that's not knocking Qiqi down. Let's start with Qiqi's positives, right? I do use Qiqi to this day. As you can see, this 4-team comp is the team I use to bring into Spiral Abyss. I use Xiao, I use Xingqiu, I use Sucrose as the battery, and I use Qiqi as the healer because, Xiao has a hard time, staying alive with his slowly losing health mechanic, right? I use my Skyward Blade. I also have Bennett with a Skyward Blade because, I get bad luck and I don't get multiple 5-star weapons. I just get the same ones. So, right, this is the weapon I use. I don't have the best artifacts on her. I don't even have the 4-piece. Kind of yikes. I probably just forgot to put it back on, right? My consolation C1. I'm one of those people with a C1 Qiqi. I get some extra energy, from hitting opponents, right? I don't do that too often, only when, I need some extra seals, right? I have her all 6 talents out. I have her fully built, right? I use her a lot. I have friendship level 10, right? I use Qiqi a lot, right? Qiqi was my first 5-star. I've been using her for a while time, right? But I've come to realize they're just better options in this game besides Qiqi. The reason why Qiqi kind of lowers herself down is because she cannot generate energy. If you know anything about Qiqi, she cannot generate energy particles for other teammates, right? She cannot generate cryo particles, so she can't be a battery for someone like Eula, someone like Rosaria if you use her as a DPS, someone like a Changyeon, or what other cryo character and future cryo character that will come in the game that is a DPS or needs a lot of energy, right? So Qiqi is automatically removed from the battery part, but she still got healing, right? Well, then you got Diona, right? Diona gives shields, she gets healing, she gets constant cryo damage, and she, has a shield. The shield is probably the best thing for her because, you can just tank damage. Not as good as Zhongli, but, still pretty good, right? Qiqi I love this thing about Qiqi is her little orb, right? It just disappeared, but it gives constant cryo. It's good for someone like Zhao who only needs one cryo hit to, just freeze everyone. It is good for a Chao team comp because Chao and Qiqi were my first 5 stars. So these two were great. I just, use Chao, put the orb on, and I'm just freezing enemies constantly. But, we've come to realize that there is a new dog in town that might take over Qiqi's just pure healing, because Qiqi was the best pure healer in the game, probably gave the best heals in the game. And it is Kokomi. I did pronounce her name wrong last video, don't get on me, but Qiqi kinda is gonna get surpassed by Kokomi. She has everything that might surpass Qiqi. Qiqi was always top dog and just comes to pure healing. Bennett had a buffer, but Bennett never came close to the healing kit Qiqi had. But Kokomi might be that, right? She gets extra healing bonus because she has no crit rate. She just pure healing at that point, right? Pretty much 2.0 Barbara, right? Now thinking of that, will Qiqi get surpassed, right? We would need to see Kokomi come out first before I can say that, but Kokomi does kind of have the better skill set. She does seem like she can become better support, and she can generate energy for hydro DPSs. And Chao is a pretty big hydro DPS in this game, and Xingqiu and Kokomi would work pretty good, and not forgetting Barbara is a character in the game, right? You can always use Barbara instead of Qiqi, and in some cases I believe Barbara is better than Qiqi. If you have a C6 Barbara, right? If you have Barbara at C6, I only have C3, you can revive a character, right? You can revive a character, which is something no other healer can do in this game, unless you have a C6 Qiqi, right? I think she can do it, right? Let's see, yeah. Has a chance to revive a member, right? But how many people are getting a C6 Qiqi? You either have to be a whale or really unlucky to get a C6 Qiqi, right? So I doubt anyone could be able to get her C6 unless you're a whale, right? Bennett doesn't have it. I have my Bennett. What's it called? Right here. I have my Bennett. C5. So I will probably never be able to revive a character unless they find a way to buff Bennett, and I doubt they ever do that, right? Diona, I don't think she can revive a character either, right? Yeah, she can't revive a character, right? So the only people who have that mechanic is Qiqi and Barbara, but more likely you are going to C6 a Barbara before you C6 a Qiqi, unless you're a whale, right? So C6ing a Barbara is a super easy, plus you got the skin, if you have the skin, maybe you might want to use her. So C6ing a C6 Barbara is better than a C0 Qiqi, in my opinion. You can revive an enemy. You might get frozen sometimes in Spiral Abyss, but that's not that big of a deal anymore because there's not that many ice enemies anymore, except for like the beginning of the Spiral Abyss. And there's the Pyro Hypostasis, so Barbara is pretty good at that. So Barbara has become a way better option since she was in the beginning of the game. So I would always recommend a C6 Barbara over a C0 Qiqi, but that's my opinion, and I don't personally have a C6 Barbara because I never really pull on the bammers with C6 Barbara. The only C6 characters I have is a Xingqiu, a Beidou, and just a Bennett and official, right? Not many people have C6 characters, but if you have a C6 Barbara, I do recommend using her because she can revive characters and she's very easy to build. Just put Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers, right? Or you can just give, like, I don't know, Favonius Codex, whatever weapon. Any weapon works for her, but this is kind of her main weapon that everyone tends to use with her. Easy artifacts to build, just give her the Mating Love set, right? Barbara is a really good option if you have her at C6, right? She's great. All her problems pretty much are kind of not prevalent in this game anymore because we don't have like cryo enemies like crazy anymore. We just have the samurai enemies, which are not that big of a deal. None of them are really cryo, so Barbara becomes a very viable option in the game. Doesn't mean Qiqi isn't, but Qiqi is a very niche character, right? If I didn't have Zhao, I probably wouldn't be using Qiqi. The 2B1 main is Zhao and Eula, right? And if I didn't have Zhao, I probably wouldn't use Qiqi, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people, you guys don't use Qiqi. But that's pretty much why I use Qiqi, right? But Kokomi might come in with better heals than Qiqi, and she might even be coming with a revive mechanic. We don't know yet. We don't know her full skill set yet. I believe she had a taunt, but then I found out I was wrong. Apparently she didn't have a taunt. I might have been gotten false information or just like false leaks, right? I was wrong about that. But if she did have a taunt, she would have been way better, right? So we don't know how good Kokomi is gonna be, but from what it looks like she will surpass Qiqi, and I just hope they find a way to buff Qiqi, right? I think Qiqi is a very fun character to play. Very like her character design. Hopefully they will buff characters in the future, because we've been wishing for buffs, because eventually, you know, Ember, maybe they might have to acknowledge Amber. I do have her a level 6 talent for her aim shot, right? We gotta buff Amber eventually, and I think that goes for the same as Qiqi, because I was one of those people who didn't think Qiqi needed a buff, but with Kokomi coming out, I think Qiqi might need a buff in the future. But you know, Qiqi still has cryo interaction, so she might still be able to be a very good option in the game. But you know, Diona is kind of taking her place as a better healer. But time will tell. That's be all for the video. Let me know in the comments down below who you want to see in the next series of The Problem With, and peace out.